What's up, Hippo lovers? Saymyname against Miguel. Hidden Cup 2 qualifiers. The top 2 of that bracket will actually make it into the main event happening 11th to 14th of April. I will cast the best of 5 for you now. You can see there's a lot of schedule coming up behind this. We just announced King of the Hippo 7 as well, coming this weekend your way as well. Could be pretty nice for you, and let's just jump into it here, starting off on Arabia. And we have Miguel playing the Slavs, and I see a big flock here. No, that's just deer and sheep. For Saymyname, who's playing into, he is playing as the Incas. Your review of 4th and 5th map. I don't know the maps yet. So I can give you the review while we cast them. Miguel, Slavs, one of the strongest civilizations in the game, might even be considered one of the imbalanced civilizations here at the moment, with the potentially too strong of a farm bonus. I think at the moment they have 15% balancing. Ideas are to down that down to 10%, and well, let's see what we have in store here. Miguel not using a lot of jumping through TC here at the moment, whilst that one off basically has a very wallable map, and that's what I've seen on this map quite a lot. The Arabia version here for Hidden Cup 2 seemed to be quite wallable most of the time. Mr. Back T, hello! And before that we had Psychological 1134 with the sub as well. You're so generous today. Back T giving some love. Miguel only 3 on wood, kind of indicating that scouts are a likely option here. And I honestly feel like Miguel plays this not very sharp here in Dark Age. A lot of villagers not getting the resource properly. Over and over again. Look at that. ICC as well. Kind of off. Maybe this is early for him. I have to remember it should be something like, well, noonish for him. So he should be awake. Hidden Cup Arabia, Best Arabia. Well, if you like longer games, potentially. If you like the wild, aggressive ones, might not be really the one you're looking for. Why is... Okay, second boar now was scouted earlier before. And the scout, can we see if that's a block off? Oh boy, Saymyname, and he does not have loom, only shot once here. That's actually the spot. If you only shoot once, you kind of want to block the boar, not the villager. But, well, not the most important thing here for sure. Saymyname with the early barracks here. Gold spot, not too pretty for him. All 3 gold spots kind of in the open. Oh, resting that, but Miguel is very close to TC. Shouldn't really have any problems. Even looms now. Villager getting back home, and then he will click up pop 20 on the other side. That looks more like the pop 22 build up. Miguel has all 3 golds in the back. Yeah, pretty sexy map for him, as we mentioned earlier. Pop 20 up. Still, in the end, all solid. What's the difference between 1 and 2 shots on the board? 2 shots on the board will always follow you. 1 shot on the board only follows over a very short distance. And that's why after 1 shot you kind of try to block the boar, so the boar stops there. And, well, 2 shots you try to block the villager, because then the boar is closer anyways. Barracks now for Miguel will have a very easy wall off at that side. I'm expecting a wall here as well, and then probably a stable at that area. And yeah, Miguel just in a pretty fine position to not... Oh, wanted to go for some quick walls here. Didn't really happen. Miguel, did he not scout that area at the side? Wanted to see if there's another woodline that he could wall to, but not really happening. What's that complete front now? Where is he going to build the stable then? Here would be weird. That's a weird wall. Oh, say my name. Mr. Venus Yellow going for some aggression here. And he will move forward with his men-at-arms. Let's take a look. Scout around. Hitting one shot. And I should really read up for the rules. Could someone check again? Do I need to show the banner now? I think I should just show the banner regardless, right? Image. I think I have it here. Hidden Cup 2. Just move it in the top here. I just want to be safe and want you all to know what beautiful tournament is happening here, and then we can just jump into the normal action. Okay. So Nilford, that's me. Some wall off here, 37 HP only on that house. Over there is quick walling the rest, and it seems fine. Tower won't really do too much. Man-at-arm upgrade is finishing, and the scout will get some vision of that. 3 scouts, all with full HP out actually. Only one fighting. Miguel, he has to heal safe here. Quite easy for him. Indeed, they delete some of those palisade walls to get the stable up. Castles are required to have the Hidden Cup 2 banner visible on their overlays. That's all that it says. Okay, well, let's do it that way. Makes sense. Thanks, Sinkin, for checking that for me. Second tower coming up, another spearman at the side as well, and one villager going down quite low HP. Man-at-arms not really taking care, and Miguel is getting out of there after the first kill. 3 on stone even, so Saymyname, he wants to go with some aggression. If this was Hidden Cup and I didn't know the players, I would have predicted this one to be back team. Here, Saymyname. Should Miguel go counterattack or stay at home with his scouts? Well, now that the spearman is out, he cannot really take any more fights, so he should go for the counterattack. But Saymyname is kind of safe as well. That means Saymyname should Miguel should either go onto stone and build some defensive towers himself, or switch into an archer range to have some skirms to defend with, maybe even archers. For now, gets one spearman, but shouldn't really get any villager killed. Tries to commit there. No, not really. Oh, I heard a villager going down. Is it at this wood line? Looks a bit like it. I don't really see the dead body though. Villager count somewhat even. Queuing up the next villager, and Miguel should be fine. Another tower here by Saymyname. That farm has 150 food. Could think about a defensive tower here, and yeah, we will see it. Will be built by 5 villagers. Saymayname's eco, not the greatest one. Those towers will go up, but tower fight should go in favor of Miguel. Pulled quite a lot of villagers, didn't really want to be the second one to finish. Let's see. Oh, lost 2 scouts there against that one very brave spearman. Waltz, either Viper or Miguel or MBL or Yo or Lux or well one of the other players who signed up. Yeah. Predictions are really bad by the viewers last Hidden Cup. That was like a lot of head shaking. Do you think we'll see more Inca picks than normal Hidden Cup 2? I wouldn't really know why. Why do you think so? I don't really see an argument for that. There should be still roughly, what are they? Civilization number 10 or something? Number 8 on Arabia. I'm a bit surprised that we see those at the moment. Maps are so valuable indeed, that's what I said. And oh, snipe the mill, snipe the mill, and get out of there. Nice move. Even villager count, second lumber camp. Would love to see maybe an outpost here and here, just to make sure that no sneaky tower is coming around. Those 2 villagers are a bit far away from their protecting units, but Miguel cannot really get any damage done. Still no archer range to defend here. Miguel's eco will kick in a few seconds or a few minutes. Yes, absolutely. That's a big problem now. That's why we saw Saymyname going for the aggression. He knew, okay, I don't want to play the super long game and the strong Castle Age eco against Slavs. But he has to. Oh, an illy tower. Close to the wood line that all the villagers are blocking each other. Not a pretty one. Maybe over here would have been better. Preemptive as well. But your favorite unit means like Genghis Khan, etc. My favorite unit is actually the bombard cannon. Oh, the scouts can get the villager snipes. Oh, that's a mistake by Saymyname. Oh god, that he didn't wall that in time. He might save the villagers still, or will he? But, well, the fact alone that the tower was delayed means... Oh, is he going for the snipe? 5 HP, and he gets the last kill. Those scouts, though, well, losing some HP as well. Sniped already 3 of those aggressive villagers. Villager count that even. Both having wheelbarrow as well. So quite an even game. Couple another defensive tower here. Miguel, he sees it. And is now building it. Now seeing his extra gold as well. Did get town watch. Beautiful move. Very nice scout micro. I like that one as well. Oh, overmind here. But those scouts, very low HP. Can't really get too much done. And will that be in range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the villager will not be attacked. That's why he's going for the second tower. Maybe he did count as well. Losing his 2 scouts. Meanwhile. Bloodlines and fletching. Pretty similar cast age timings from both players. Relic positioning. 3 at the top here, 2 at the bottom. So somewhat fair in that regard. Did he go for fletching? Oh god, well, with fletching, this tower would have been enough. That was not necessary. Deleting that one as well. Still keeping 3 on stone, 6 on gold. Second stable is now coming up. What's the tradition here for Saymyname? I only see 1 barrack. Some more walls at the top. Is he maybe going for Kamayuks? That would be a funny unit against Slavs. I'm open for more questions if you have any, guys. Building 1 scout. Maybe wants to go for the snipe. Maybe wants to go... Oh, 1 HP. That's so beautiful by Miguel. He just goes in. And Saymyname, he doesn't think about it. Look at that. And that will be 92%. 96% at the snipe. What a beautiful move. What a beautiful move by Miguel. Putting that scout. Oh, God. Oh. Double Knights now. Still no barracks. That indeed will be Kamayuks. Interesting. He did it at 96%? Yes. Well, not much you can do. What is the best counter civilizations to Slavs? Some people say Berbers. Some people say Slavs counter Berbers. So, Berbers could be an option. It still feels like Aztecs or Mayans are the stronger civilization on Arabia. Do you think either Miguel or Saymyname has a particular strength as a player over the other? Well, Saymyname is probably the most random 2.4k we have. He can have days where he plays against only other 2.4ks and goes 10-0. And then he has other days where... yeah, he loses to 2.1ks 5-0 or something. So he is kind of the surprise player most times. So his weakness is surely consistency. And his strengths, I cannot really say. He's an all-around solid 2.4k, I think. Good question, though. And Miguel's strengths and weaknesses, I cannot say. I can tell you some like team game weaknesses I saw from the games we played yesterday, but that won't really help you to answer the real question here for Hidden Cup. Among all the top players, who do you think is the most mental advantage not knowing who his opponent is? Probably... No. I want to say slam? I think slam. Yeah. And after that... Hoi! Another great question, guys. You're on a roll. Oh, does he really want to take this fight? Just snacks one pikeman and now goes away, but eats quite a lot of shots. Or hits. 10 villages ahead now. Adds some scorpions. Lovely move there. But that's a fight he really doesn't want to take. Miguel. Ay, 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 ay. And Miguel got... I know that Slam didn't sign up, yeah. He didn't sign up for NSC qualifiers as well. He promised to sign up for both. He did for neither. And I think that will be the kill, or will it bolt it? That's just... Oh, and yeah. Inca Villager saved that one. The +1 defense. Good for him. Miguel actually built another knight to clear that up. Not sure if there was any rush for that. 3 TCs for Miguel rolling. We have 3 TCs also for Saymyname, and he feels fine. But just going for Kamayuks. I don't fault him for that. Yeah, MBR played great last time. I think Doubt won't really be affected. I think MBL won't really be affected. I think Leary doesn't care. I think it might be worst for Tato to have Hidden Cup. Because I think he's a guy who really adjusts well to the players. Maybe as well as Doubt, yeah. Because they know, okay, I'm playing against the MBL now, this is his usual playstyle, and you kind of need to figure that out first. What the playstyle of the opponent is. So I think like Doubt and Tato might be suffering, or losing one of their advantages there. Do you think staff should be nerfed? Yes. Equaling Carson and cut farm bonus to 10, or with the focus on imp, farm bonus 12, lack hand cut, or not at all. I think they should just cut it down to 10. I think that's fine. From 15 to 10, and that feels right. Viper has to worry against MBL. Well, I think he needs to worry a lot in the best of 5 series, right? Because if he's not taking the first game seriously and, let's say, plays against Yo or MBL or Leary and goes down 1-0, then it can get a really rough series for him. And otherwise, in like other round of 16s, he could have laid back a bit more because he's playing against the quote-unquote only top 15, top 20 player, and therefore could just see what the series brings. Best pocket player? Well, some people might say the Viper, a lot of people would say the Max. Probably one of the two. Nikov might turn this into hidden card as well. That's a funny one. Yeah, Viper suffers a lot as well, because he isn't having his Viper advantage anymore. That's true. Mangonel getting sniped here. Scorpion still getting some solid damage done. Let's take a look at the HP lost here. Both units fighting with one more range than usual. Or not. Oh no, not Khmer. It's less. Cheaper. Okay, I'd say cheaper then. Another lumber camp here. Now soon up to imp. And what do we have? More Kamayuks? Yes, indeed. No barracks added, so it's full Kamayuk here. And Miguel, he isn't adding more scorpions. He's stuck at 1 siege workshop at the moment. What is he building in the back? A market. I'm going to root for Onlu. Yeah, that's nice as well. The names are so important. That was a bit of a problem last time. I really like how T9 is approaching this. having a great tournament and then thinking about it and trying to improve. Gave me some motivation to make a quite professional approach for NAC2 as well, with all the feedback. Just the way how you should approach things, I believe. Miguel is absolutely misreading this game. Well, what do you want to tell him? What should he go for? Champions? He's going Scorpions. I think Scorpions isn't bad against Kameyuks. Yeah, the Max is playing Hidden Cup, and he also started streaming. Probably not the best video quality, no camera, no overlays, but well, it's still the Max, and he plays interesting. If people did see that, he, for example, always has military map on. Oh, that's some damage here. Those Scorpions, if you run into there with line formation, that's some damage dealt here. And oh god, there's a lot of Kameyuks dying without really doing too much damage beforehand. And now, even one conversion. That was a pretty sexy one for Miguel. And actually, that's a big throw by Saymyname. What happened here? Oh god, people would have so shouted doubt now. Doubt against Viper here, because Scorpion Masterpiece against a guy who's building a doubt castle and just wasting all his army. Miguel now going for heavy Scorpions. What a lovely choice. Boyas in the front. They have +2/+2, but they are eating quite a lot of damage. Doubt never waste army in that position. I absolutely agree, but people would still go crazy and think that's him. Red or Mayans are stronger than Slavs. Why not nerf those? They should be nerfed as well. I still feel Mayans should not get Bowsaw. That would be so good. I think that would be a really fancy approach. Nerfed Nilly? Well, that's going to be tough. Last Fun is now coming. Curious for Saymyname, giving him some more defense. Every Civ gets Bowsaw, I know, but I think Mayans should not get Bowsaw. Scorpions camping on that hill. Now Mangonel defense, and oh, that's a nice hill control here. Saymyname, he's really going for it. Another conversion here. Kameyuk number 2 converted. Funny fight. Jive 36. Cheers, man. And Eagle Warrior switch here against the heavy Scorpions. That's maybe why we need to see some Boyas in the front. I cannot call this one. Really interesting matchup at the moment with all the Kameyuks and soon to be Eagles out. Another castle, and look at that. He already has 3, now goes for castle number 4. 3 relics though for Miguel, so he's trying to play the long game. Tries to go for some hussars in front of his Scorpions. Not a lot of defense over at that side though. Might get tricky for him. Does he know about the gold here at the side? Not really. Just expanding by building another castle. Does he know about the stone? Neither. Oh, quite unfortunate for him. Boyas or champs, what would be better? Well, Boyas against Eagles, obviously, but not against the Kameyuks, so it's a tricky decision. Champions might be an option. Miguel will lose that castle, isn't even repairing, which I think makes sense. His army is completely out of position and he is going for the Kansas City shuffle. And tries to attack the right hand side while losing the left hand side. Is going back with his villagers. Maybe should just go for the gold. Lots of trash resources in the bank. Not that much gold. Now Arbalest would destroy Aztecs. Well, we don't have Bracer for Slavs. So it's not the strongest Arbalest ever. Did that castle scout the gold? No, it did not. Oh boy. Scorpion moving forward. But that's not the scariest army ever. We see all those Kameyuks coming over. Elite Kameyuk upgrade as well. I think Saymyname should crush this one. Let's look at that. Big concave moving forward. 2 traps in the front. And that's not a lot of buffer in front of those Scorpions. They're doing quite a lot of damage against the back lines though. But they will all die here. And Miguel, that was a bad engagement in my opinion. 40 military here and he just attacked with half an army. And just got smashed. Trap going down, Boyas losing their life as well. That's quite costly here, Miguel. Ay. Similar populations, Hassa raids are coming over, and there's a pretty strong start here for our, I believe, 4-1v1 series coming up today. This might be a 12-hour long cast today. Grab your popcorn. I ordered a lot of food myself. This could be a great day of Age of Empires. Very likely even. Scorpions from behind now. Let's take a look what they can do. Could actually fire some here. Traps are very ambitious going to the side. Siege engineers now. Gives you +1 range and I think a bit more damage output. At least that's what I thought. What's a good counter to Kameyuks? Heavy Scorpions. It's pretty good. Arbalests are pretty good as well. And obviously some unique units such as Plumed Archers, Rattan Archers should perform pretty well. Hand Cannoneers maybe as well. Just got a message. Let's meet at the 26th of February. Weird human being. Does the person mean in 1 year? Or just the wrong month? The Kameyuks go close to the enemy unit to attack, so the Kameyuks behind can also attack? Or do they block each other? They actually block each other. They aren't that clever. But yeah, I should probably patrol in and then click stop, so that the first row is actually directly attacking and the second row is using the range advantage. That would be better. Champions in front here to guard the Scorpions could be a good option indeed. Going for that gold and the extra gold here. Still no relics picked up by Saymyname. That's just sloppy. He sees one, could have scouted the second one. That's a raid. That will get some villager kills for sure. Kameyuk's actually kind of out of position. They're just taking some time to go over there. That's quite efficient. Still tough to call this game. What a beautiful one. Last furnace. Now for Saymyname. Traps moving forward at that side. Finally using his mobility. Yes, he is, Miguel. And that should be some raids at the top. Finally, the monastery. What does Miguel see of the top? Not that much. Maybe going for some raids. And now gets some attack here at the left-hand side. That will be some dead villagers on his gold. Look at all his resources in the bank. Wood. And he could sell that to a pretty good price still. That's a big mistake. That will be a big raid. Some raids over here. Those won't get too much in. Hussars over here, snacking some villagers. The 3 traps will kill that castle, no problemo. But the Kameyuks are moving in here, but Scorpions also. Nice reaction here by Miguel, who will lose some villagers, will drop below 110. But also is continuing with quite a nice aggression. Miguel, he's playing a solid game, but Saymyname, he's not making it easy for him for sure. Tower defense still exists, all those dead villagers. And we have another raid. If we only saved that castle, would have been so much better for Miguel, but he didn't have the army. Because he decided to move out here through the center, but still feels kind of weird for me. Hussars are moving forward, Kameyuks in the back. Could snag those. One trap is going down. Rams are trying to focus down the Scorpions. Traps are unpacking as well. Hazard numbers are just dwindling. No real answer to that. Scorpions are coming over. Should shrek that eventually. Scorpions, can we get one good shot off? He should hit and run with those Scorpions. That is an option as well. Still no chemistry for him. Could add one more damage. Oh, but he fought his way out there before. Yeah, indeed, we're seeing cameo grade and getting smashed now. Saymyname, yet another raid. He is pop limit against Miguel, who is at pop 140, going down to 90 villagers here. At the moment, heavy Scorpion numbers are still looking sweet, but Siege Ram Eagles could just smash that quite easily. Miguel, oh, he's a Slav player with not enough food, something we don't see too often. Those Rams, why are they not committing against the castle? Yeah, you couldn't get the kill, but so just take 2-3 HP away. Could have been an option, especially if you're already that close. Yeah, Slav champions probably should have been the option here. Especially with Georgina, to take all the big fights. Although, I think Georgina won't be that efficient against Kamayuks, right? Because they already have one range. And then the splash damage isn't really come into effect. Harbor the attack now. Lots of Rams. Could actually send all the Kamayuks into the Rams as well. Go close and then ungarrison them. That could be a good one. Scorpion staying active here. The castle still there for Saymyname, and this could be the game-ending push here. If we don't see the best Scorpion snipes ever. Rams in the front, buffering a lot of that. Still pop 200 against 150 traps in the front. There's not a lot of buffer in front of those Scorpions, but nice snipes against all those Kamayuks. Now closing down the distance, but all of them did fall, and that was not a lot of losses here when it comes to Scorpion numbers, but now the Rams can close down. No more boyas as well. The castle will fall most likely here. What do we have left? 6 Rams, low HP, 7 Rams even. But still low HP. Goes for the repair. Some boyas around. This will be a close one. 2k HP. And if the Rams from earlier, those 6 that went down, just did some more damage against the castle, we would have had the guaranteed kill. Going down to 600 HP. And this is a safe. Nice move here by Miguel. Or will it be? No one goes down! I miscalled that one. And that was a close one for sure. Oh boy, Miguel, that must hurt. Yeah, he's getting some rates in the top, so that's good for him. But still, very little control here at the left-hand side. Another patch of stone going for Saymyname, who now goes for Bracer. Soon will have solid skirmishes for himself as well. Miguel likes that castle placement and is going for another one. Ram prepared, ballistics now as well, and I don't really see how Saymyname can be stopped here. Could be a nice quick wall. Not going to happen. Trap is moving forward. 3 against 1 relic. Saymyname, did he still not spot that one? Oh, that's unfortunate for him. Some Halberdiers actually in the back eco already. So archers will be cleared up eventually. We'll snack some villagers before that though. Olu, cheers! Iron Dew behind that. G36. Unmentioned before. Nice spread of all those hussars, but Halberdiers should clear it up. And another go here, and there's no defense for Miguel. I want to say, but he's actually sending over quite a nice number of hussars. But that means he has no buffer over here, and 1 trap alone can actually take that castle down. Let's take a look at Miguel. That looks like he does not have enough stone. Actually, he has some stone. Could maybe have repaired this. Look at that. Pretty big push here, and oh man, what's the answer here for Miguel? He doesn't really have one. Is snacking some more villagers, but Halberdiers can just clear this up so easily. Those Scorpions unprotected, and it just felt like there was not enough buffer for Miguel in front of his Scorpions. He did have good Scorpion shots. Just think about it, if we had some champions before that, I think there's no Inca army that can really destroy 30, 40 Harbor champions with Regina and 20 Scorpions behind that. Maybe a sick Eagle wraparound, but that's always very costly. Trying to kill the Scorpions and then the Kamayuks against the Harbor against the champions. Would have been tricky. Regarding the Civ balance, is there any one change you would prioritize? Yes, Koreans need to buff. It's clearly the weakest civilization, together with Saracens. Both of them really need something to make them more viable on going on Arabia. So Pokemon 50 for Miguel. He gets Boya and Scorpions. Let's take a look. Now finally prepares the tech switch, but this will get ugly. Now even the tower rush here. 63-minute tower rush. Let's take a look. Scorpions. Oh boy, and now they're relining up all those Kamayuks. Getting quite nice shots of all the Halberdiers. Kamayuks actually shooting through. Scorpions are surviving, and the trap is surviving with 9 HP. How did that happen? Oh man. And it's continuing. Scorpions, maybe some splash damage will do something against the trap here. Let's take a look. I just need to click one more hit. Actually gets down to 7 HP here. And well, the one from the top did 1 damage. Okay, trap finally going down. Miguel is holding Pokemon 40 against Pokemon 70. But the Pierce over here unanswered for now. Chemistry for Saymyname. He took quite some time to upgrade the skirmishes. We've seen upgrades for skirmishes for the last 10 minutes, I feel. And it needs some buff? Absolutely not. They're a pretty well balanced civilization at the moment. Yeah, I like them a lot. Ram Halberdier push, just so strong against Miguel at the moment. Another group of Hussars. Let's take a look how they melt against 3 Kamayuks. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, they're not having the best field trip ever. How is wood control looking? Okay, we still have enough for Miguel. Okay. Saymyname is losing quite a lot of villagers, going down to 107. No chemistry tech, yeah, I mentioned that earlier. Could be 1 more damage for Miguel. Oh, and again, getting pushed back here. Ram Halberdier not really having a good answer to that. Maybe some more barracks could be nice. So producing from that side. So much map control for him. All the Hussar raids are getting stopped over and over again. It's just so unfortunate that he isn't seeing that relic. Oh man. But map control feels like, what is that, 65-35? Maybe even a bit higher for Saymyname. He's just pushing everywhere. And that will be another good fight for him. It's not like Miguel is swimming in resources. Yeah, he will win that fight. But is that the cost efficiency he wanted to go for? I don't really think so. He should be somewhat bruised. Oh, Halberdier is not really patrolling in there. He cannot really push this back. Saymyname next skirmish upgrade. This is so weird. Oh man. Yeah, that's what I said. Even if you advance slowly, cannot really win this one. Uh-oh, now the Scorpions are exposed again. Maybe some more ramps against Scorpions could be an option as well. Nice addition of them at the left-hand side now. Yeah, I was the one actually coming up with the idea. Koreans, every wood unit costs 10% less wood. And yeah, I think that keeps their identity completely, and I'm very happy with that. Why is Miguel not going champs? He actually tried to tag into it. He did go for Man-at-Arms and +1 defense. I think it would be a good addition. And Goth needs something as well. Oh, that's not enough, Halberdiers. Why is Miguel disengaging this? Okay, just trying to debate into the Scorpion shots and wants to kill the Siege Rams, so I can see that. Actually better micro than I would have done. And the Rams will get killed as well. Miguel, he's still stabilizing here. Is Miguel afraid of Slingers? I don't think that Slingers will perform well against Scorpions, so I don't think so. Yeah, infantry discount from Dark Age. We did the math together with Cision. It would completely break them. I think really bad. Turks is really weak into him. I don't think so. I think Turk could maybe take something, but they're not that bad. Is Miguel winning this one? Are we not having enough gold here for Saymyname to keep up the RAM production? Miguel is suddenly in the score lead, guys. What are we witnessing here? Hussars are continuing to push forward, and that Scorpion Mass, that's really tough to kill now. Traps are moving forward. Hussars are getting some kills. Even if you stagger it, well, at the moment it's not staggered, so it's weird to add something that staggers. And yeah, I think it's really bad because it just makes them even more one-dimensional that they are. Look at that, those Halberdiers, not a single damage dealt so far. Okay, now they're killing 2 Hussars and the rest is dying. Saymyname lost this game. The army composition in the end was good enough apparently. Scorpion defense here, and well, all that gold control didn't really matter. We never saw enough Eagle Warriors here to snipe all those heavy Scorpions. And Kamayuks, not with the greatest spread formation. I think Saymyname patrolled too early in all those fights. If you patrol, enemies or units just try to attack the nearest unit. Then they just, from this spread formation, just all went into one line, making the Scorpions even more efficient. I don't understand what skirms do here. Question mark. I sometimes put question marks where they don't belong. Siege now as well. And some more raids here. 110 villagers for Miguel. Seems to be fine for him. Now a deadly army of 85. More raids at the top, more raids at the side. All stopped for now, but well, where's the answer here? That's indeed such a Death Star. Whoa, chemistry! Go on, is just to counter the Scorpions because the Hussars are so good in sniping them. But yeah, could have been an option. Felt like Cameos would do well enough. And Saymyname, well, yeah, 66 army that just melts to Scorpions. Rams are pushing everywhere, and well, those traps, they can just continue to go through here. How did Miguel turn this around? Well, Saymyname just wasted all his gold over and over again. Oh, and another very good raid here for Miguel. Lovely, lovely stuff. Hussars need to go back now. Rams continuing to flatten all that. Look at that. That's, what is that? 30, 40 raised buildings on one screen. Pretty brutal. Towers actually doing a reasonable defense. And the Kamayuks helping out as well here. The defense against the Incas. Castle will go down, and I think with that, most of the control of all that production area. Hussars are now moving in. Scorpions. Well, maybe you should wait for those a bit more. Indeed, that's what's happeing. Another raid here at the right-hand side. 40 island villagers now. Saymyname, he's dropping down to pop 160 against pop 174. Some more ram go at the left-hand side, but not the most important thing. Miguel, he can just boom away there. Where are his relics? We have 2 here, and where is the monastery? Okay, still somewhat safe. Won't lose that. Flattening all the army over here with the Scorpions. NTG has to come in any second. Wow, what a sick comeback here for Miguel. Now 50 population ahead, and those Scorpion masses just allowed him great engagement after great engagement. Traps can move forward as well, and Saymyname probably only in this one because he feels like he's advancing at this side. But is he really? 2 rams at the moment, the only thing that really is pushing him forward. Scorpion defense is ready here as well. Monks going back, could get some healing done. And well, if the 2 rams die, basically the whole push dies as well. Hussars could get some raids in, can even take the fight against the 3 halberdiers before that. That's really, really ugly now. Another TC dying, and populations are still falling. But as I said, Scorpion defense is just too strong here. Halberdiers cannot really engage, and he needs to push so much faster here if he wants to keep his chances alive. Those Hussars won the fight against the Halberdiers, and now that's an ugly raid all over the map. Trying to expand to the right-hand side. Saymyname, he is playing his heart out in this one. Trying to keep himself over pop 130. Miguel, well, he lost all his Scorpions here. It's a pretty brutal game. 30 population difference. Sending some villagers into the TC. Miguel now goes for the ram defense himself, and well, suddenly population got really close. Monastery is going down as well. At the moment, no gold income here for Miguel. 2 relics taken away for Saymyname. That's still an unbeatable army. Simply an unbeatable army. No way around that. Wow. Saymyname should build Onager. Well, that's a bit too late now. Don't really have that in store. Attacking to Onager costs 500 gold, building them 135 each, and the moment he's stuck at 200 gold with very limited income, as you can see at the top. So that's completely off the menu here. Halberdier still getting some raids in. That's a lot of eco, and GG by Saymyname. Beautiful game here. I think Saymaneme's engagements weren't great. Maybe too much into those Scorp masses. Did waste quite a lot against those 2 castles on the hill. Didn't use his rams properly. Just get into the rams and then ungarrison all the Kameyuks and Halberdiers. Then you can instantly snag the Hussars, close down the distance against the heavy Scorpions. Don't receive any damage while getting there. Would have been so much better of an engagement. And well, that's simply how rams work. Could have been so much nicer for him. But what a beautiful hold by Mr. Miguel for sure. 1-0 for him. Better KD for Miguel. Kind of as we expected. More food. Kind of as we expected from Slash player as well. More gold. Actually both having the extra gold. I'm a bit surprised. That's abuse of market, most likely by Miguel. And 3k more relic gold. That's pretty sick. Okay, so it wasn't the market. Yeah, it was just the relic gold. Sick. Next map will be the home map of Saymyname, El Dorado. You can mash all those Scorps and Hussars while being raided. Slavs. Well, they have a lot of bonuses working for that, yeah. A lot of stuff going on my screen, right? Very full. Or how would it be if Goth get infantry armor upgrade for free like Magias? I think that doesn't really work. They're already super one-dimensional, can only do infantry. There needs to be something else. that they can do. Yeah. Tricky. I can read up. Well, maybe let me read. What is the last update here for Goth? What is the plan? Yeah, even Nikov said, a horrible civilization can become unstoppable in certain situations. That's if we go for the 230. Riddler, cheers. Yeah, we'll have Jordan later on as well. Okay, well, Goth discussion in the balancing forum really wasn't very active. Yeah, last idea was kind of people discussing how big the discount should be in Dark Age. Eco bonus for Goth will be broken. Depends on the eco bonus, but all eco bonuses are already kind of used. It's not a forum, no, it's a Discord channel for like top players and programmers of the community. It's like Cision, Apple, some casters, some programmers, and like 10 of the top players. Yeah, and people who are active in those discussions, like Roomstock, the Max, ACCM, Melkor in there, Hera, Leary, Nikov. Tato is very active, the Viper, and some of the casters like Onlu, Memp, Turkman, T90Me, something like that. And well, let's just jump into game number 2, shall we? And I want to turn on the lights. I wanted to say, but obviously it's music. Oh, very early lame attempt here by Mr. Saymyname. Look at that. He's moving out, playing the edge checks against Chinese. Should be it's a nice villager advantage here for the Chinese player on El Dorado. Let's see how this is approached. Room stuck there to buff douching. Oh, not really. What means buff? To make something better. And nerf is when we say to make something weaker. So if we think Eagle Warriors are too strong, we want to nerf them. And if we think Koreans without Tower Rush are too weak, we want to buff them. Saymyname very close to center. Well, it is indeed very close. If we compare that to Miguel, needs to walk close to the whole screen more. Well, it's still Chinese, right? You should have a good advantage here. When it comes to the eco, at least. No more. Buff is how Neely looks like. Oh, did you see me after my push-ups today, Soundfly? Okay, this is Dark Age. This is a time where we can ask a lot of questions and I might answer some. And I think once the fighting is starting, we are kind of trying to focus on the game every time. How about cheaper military buildings for Goth? I wouldn't mind that, for example. That's a bonus. We don't have any civilization. I think that's what I wanted for Saracens as well. Every, like, military building only 100 wood. That could have been a sweet one as well. Can you buff coughs by giving them better starting situations? What is coughs? Ah, civs. Okay, God. That was really dumb by me. Sorry. Yeah, one extra farm doesn't really work, but hmm. No. For example, here you can't give them an extra farm. Tampering for Goth. Not sure if that's enough. You don't have Arbalest still. Free husbandry for Saracens. That would be interesting. I like the archers, or all archery range units walk 10% faster. That would be really lovely. Vietnamese should be buffed. Yeah, they will be buffed. I think the idea at the moment is to give them the fishing ship bonus. Or not fishing ship, the fish bonus from Indians. And I think they're considering to give them husbandry. What is the reasoning behind Mesos being very popular on El Dorado and similar maps with loads of resources in the middle? Simply because they're very strong early on. Aztecs have very strong eco, your production is super fast, and you can go for a lot of men-at-arms early on, and therefore can control the middle quite early on. That's why they're so strong here. Mayans, you have longer lasting resources, so basically you don't have 2 shorefish, but 2.2 shorefish, or 2.4 shorefish. And yeah, not 1 boar, but 1.2 boars, and so forth and so on. You are not limited to 2 golds, but 2.4 golds. That's all pretty sweet for your eco in the long run. How about faster attacking cavalry for Saracens? Interesting. Don't really think that's necessary. That could be an option for... What's a weak... That's something that Teutons could maybe get. Right? Scouts and knights attack 10% faster, something like that. Because they aren't very liked at the moment. Don't think like cavalry fast attacking units is into the identity. Fits into the identity of Saracens. Okay, men-at-arms could come around. Miguel has 0 idea about that. It's now 3 villages ahead, maybe 3.5. Scout production not that sick though. And those 3 men-at-arms, they can maybe get some damage done. Are there ideas for Turks? I think so, yes. Okay, now moving out to the center. Let's take a look. Okay, guys, I will focus on the game now. Balanced discussion will be followed in game number 3. Scouts now back to defending here. Villagers are taking away some HP from that eagle. Now wants to engage once the 2 scouts are around. Wants to micro back all the low HP villagers. Scouts need to go back as well. They're getting focused here. Needs to run away with that one. Miguel, he's staying for a bit too long. Trades 1 scout against 1 man-at-arm. And, well, is forcing a lot of idle time. And will snag that man-at-arm as well. Nice defense here, Miguel. That was some idle time, but still fine. Meanwhile, Saymyname was controlling, or was advancing and controlling the center. Oh, wanting a spearman. Pretty strong if you only have scouts. But that is not very scary here. Now going on to stone, and never understand how people build that 1 tile to the right instead of directly in front of it. Okay, goes for the full wall off here. Oh god. Well, he knows his timings. Knows that those will be around. 1 sheep stolen. How many villagers is he using to build that now? 4 villagers here, 1 villager here. So technically 5 villagers walling at the moment. Question is, will it be in time? Scouts are now coming over. Gold control still in the center, and as we all know, Saymyname, he is showing himself because that center is visible at all times. Oi, will be a tricky one. That's still open. And that will be in time. Good job by Saymyname, knowing exactly what time he needs to be safe. Lovely move, pulled the right amount of villagers, and is completely walled off here. Good job by him. He's controlling the center, and this is the spot indeed where you add some barracks and just go for mass eagles. We don't really see an option at the moment for Miguel to go for men-at-arms or archers here. And if you just mix in some spearmen, those scouts cannot fight even if they had bloodlines. Faster attacking scouts and knights. That would be pretty sick for Teutons. Like the paladins could get really sick again. But still no husbandry? I think that would be good. Still like that identity. I personally wanted to have Teutonic knights out of barracks. If you have a castle, you can just produce them. Or even maybe even without a castle. That would have been lovely. Okay, not a lot of stuff going on at the moment. Okay, Miguel is preparing the big go through the center. Want to rush that one. Yeah, but when I suggested that, people looked at me very weirdly. Barracks? Teutonic Knights? What? Okay, now second barracks, eagles around. Trying to get the snack here. Does Saymyname see this? He sees all the villages. Has 200 stone. And Miguel is now getting the tower up here. That's a lot of scouts. Will have bloodlines for himself. The attack is coming in here. Blacksmith is being built now. +1 defense for the infantry. And that's not a lot of stuff here. Saymyname, he is not watching at all. There will be some dead villagers here for sure. And not all of them can even fit into the tower. And that looks good for Miguel, who at home though is having some problems, but all the villagers are going down here except 4 of them, so not even 5 into the tower. And I think the scouts can clear this up. Goes for forging as well. Gold control, not that great for Saymyname. That's only 2 spearmen as well. You need to have more spearmen here. Need to have maybe even 4. Miguel, he will easily clear this up. Spearmen should be focused down by villagers, and yeah, I think even that won't really matter. Spearmen fighting uphill. I select those to show you the HP, and well, Miguel not focusing them too well, taking way more hits than he needed to. But in the end, that will be the nice clear up for him. Look at that KD, pretty brutally in favor of our Chinese players, 17-7. Next tower is going up. Eagles are trying to deny that. It will be tricky. Still 2 barracks. Lots of villagers queued up here. Barracks number 3. And you have to love this map. Just so much village aggression. Lots more farms added. Another mill will be placed in there, most likely. Do we see more scouts? Not yet. And that will be some more dead villagers. Oh man. They can't even make it into the tower. That's so ugly. 1 villager will survive, but that's it. Oh, will he? Didn't even click him in. Okay, now. It's maybe too many eagles. I think he needed to add some more spearmen. Just 2 spearmen. Not just strengthening that army so much. Miguel, +1 defense for his horses. Scale-butting armor now on the way. Some more walls here. Maybe still we could see some attacks. Okay, interesting. Stable number 2 now, instead of an archer range. Felt like a bit of a more natural transition for me. Saymyname is completely walled. And eagles with 2 spearmen moving out again. Those scouts, they lost some HP. I'm curious. More villagers being sent to the center. That's why it's called center. Because you can send units there. Okay, those villagers, how are their HP looking? Well, not low enough to die, apparently. Oh, and those spearmen, they didn't really want to take the fight under the tower. Get some kills there. Spearmen now fighting this one off. Eagles kind of idle here. But Spearman still a solid damage dealer. +1/+1 for him as well. Is now getting focused down though. Horrible move here by Saymyname. He didn't patrol this one. And Miguel just doing a pretty good job. But he is only 3 villages ahead. I think he was 6 villages ahead at one point. Just some control here for sure. Now the market. Lots of farms for him. No one really with gold control. We're going for more and more towers here. Spearmen are moving forward, and that's another reason why we see... Oh god, that's a good fight here for Saymyname. That's a lot of spearmen dealing damage. Yeah, in the end, Miguel will win, but that was a lot of stuff lost here for sure. And more spearmen are moving forward. And now I like the composition of Saymyname a bit more. And that's what I said. I want to see an archer range here, not a second stable. Saymyname should be able to pressure this quite well. Saymyname bought more stone for himself. Can now build the defensive tower. Eagles moving in here. Villagers all still with high HP, so that's not really an issue. That tower shouldn't go up. Nice defense here for sure. Scouts are moving forward. Did the spearmen get a patrol as well? Yes, they did. Getting 3 hits off will result into 1 kill. Oh, this is still an intense one. Game number 1 was already really intense. Let's take a look how game number 2 will go after this one. Scouts around. Ooh, boy, no spearmen. No spearmen around. Look at that. Too many eagles again. Only queuing up eagles is not what you want to do. And that will be some dead villagers. Oh man, he's trying to jump into the tower again. But only capacity of 5. Is he trying to repair? Oh no, he tried to wall something there. Interesting move. Okay, now it goes for the repair. He always needs to mix eagles and spearmen. Eagles alone will just get chewed by the scouts, and spearmen alone won't really do the damage against the villagers. All the spearmen now here attacking the tower. That isn't really the most important thing. How are resources looking? 200 food, 100 gold, no gold income at the moment. Saymyname, he's just producing out of his mind as well. Could really use some more barracks. At the moment only 3, and look at that, how much queued up stuff here. If he had 2 more barracks, he could have like 10, 15 more units on the field. Oh, this could be ugly for him. Those are breaking in. Fletching now for Saymyname. That's only for the tower. Oh, villagers seem to be saved. At 400 HP here. Tower should go down. Eagles now raiding here. And that's an army that will be really tough for Miguel to engage against. But one single defensive tower should be fine. And that's what I said. Those spearmen, they aren't really the damage dealers against the villagers. So yeah, nothing you can really fight against. Nothing you really will die against either. Tower will defend this as well now. And well, nice move here by Miguel for sure. Eagles will clear this up. It's all about the center gold control now. Out of the gold spot number 1. No control over gold spot number 2. So Miguel, he will be kind of stuck with his scout tech here. Look at that, 20 food at the moment. He still continues to go full aggression here. The tower not on enough HP, and again, no spearmen around. Oh god, this is so ugly for Saymyname. How many villagers he keeps losing here over and over again. Oh god. Maybe just some walls at the front could have been too much nicer. Can't really send those villagers in there. And those are just losses after losses. Just evil for him. Losing 5 more villagers here. Oh, tough. Make that 6 now. 10 villager difference all of a sudden. Miguel, he has quite solid amount of stone, but out of it now. Maybe thinking about castling at some point. Quite important that this was not broken. Saymyname very active there. And finally, we will have the clear up against the tower. Is that the most important thing? More stables. On the other side, Yeah, that's a big problem. If he had more production, those queued up spearmen all would be on the field already. But they aren't at the moment. More scouts moving in, and those are... how many spearmen? Only one now. Oh, say my name. This could have been your game, I believe. But now it looks really rough for you. 10 villagers behind. Military count 28 to 4. More villagers moving forward. But military count, look at that. 30 to 3 military at the moment. And those villagers are completely unprotected. I think Miguel might have broken, say my name here. KD is pretty brutal as well. 90 to 40. Oh god. And that's the power of Chinese, just having the better eco there at the very start, then the better farms at this stage in the game, and now getting all the control. And well, scouts really aren't a bad unit in this game. Oh. Miguel, he even prepared quite some spearmen here at the side as well. Nice job of Saymyname staying very active and not allowing that to happen. Whew. Spearman can defend this, goes for +1 defense on those now. 57 villagers, pretty sick farms. And adds 3 more stables. Okay. Well, 2 stables with 4 queued up. Obviously not the greatest thing. Spearman now going forward. Scouts could be behind there. Let's take a look. Miguel, he wants to finish this game. Now double the military. It was looking worse for Saymyname before. Retreats on the towers and now tries to engage here. Towers of his own could help out. Let's take a look where he's focusing. I think this isn't the worst engagement here for Saymyname. Is Miguel maybe overextending this? I'm not sure if that was so good for our Brazilian here. It's tough to call though. I think, yeah, it is a win for Miguel. But look at that here, double the military at the moment. Well, if we work in factors, it's pretty brutal still. But only 12 ahead now, instead of 16. So those were quite some losses. I think that was a good one for Saymyname. Or was it? It's so tough to call. 20 military difference now. No, I think Miguel had the numbers, is controlling him now. And look at that. 5 stable production now running for him. The tower. If that one falls, I think kind of the hopes of Saymyname are falling as well. Oh god, look at that. That's just so bad. 3 wrecks here fully queued up. If he had 5 wrecks and always had all those units on the map, I think he could have had a very good shot in this one. Oh, just brutal. He's using multi-queue, so doesn't even need more macro for him to just build another one. Military count dropped for both quite heavily. 8 to 3. What a crazy game, man. A 22 villager difference now. Now add some more eagles again. More mills everywhere. Continues to go for more scouts. Maybe try to find some more holds. Could be an option. Not really. Goes for another fight. Spearman numbers not that scary. I think this should be a win for Miguel again, although 2 more spearmen are coming out from down below now. Interesting how that one scout danced around there. I think I'm saying Miguel, he is winning this one, but again, that wasn't cost efficient. But he's so far ahead in villagers. That's all good. For him it's fine, just to control this. Maybe you could make an argument for him to just transition to an archery range and add some skirmishers. He even has those 2 gold piles, which he isn't using at the moment. Attacking the mining camp now, Mr. Miguel, instead of attacking the watchtower. More scouts for him. Well, it's only scouts against only spearmen now. Well, Well, Miguel, that's suddenly an army that you cannot really fight anymore. 13 spearmen. Oh, it's ugly. Miguel. He goes for mass spearmen now as well, or what? So weird. Miguel sold wood. He will go to Castle Age, guys. It just should be around here. Yeah. Move. The question is, what do we do with the spearman now? Attack could be an option. He is safe at home. Or is he? That needs to be walled left hand side. Okay. Is he fine? Oh, this is open, guys. This is open. Ah, guys, this is open. This could be the game ender. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Saymyname. You need to wall this off. You need to have a wall here, and the scouts could be in. This is GG. This is the GG moment. All the spears out of position, and he will lose everything in his back. The eco completely unprotected. Scouts are in now. Miguel is on the way to Castle Age as well. We saw it coming, man. How did he fail this one? Oh god, so brutal. Now need to send all the villagers home, and that completely idles his complete eco here. Oh god, that's so brutal. Spearmen are coming home, yeah. Look at that, 20 idols now. So many going down, 23 villagers, the difference now. And Miguel, he goes for men-at-arms. Even. How many villagers does he have on gold? Not that many. We'll snag those 3 as well. Yeah, villagers are back to work, but that just cost him so much map presence as well. Now back onto eagles. Look at how many EQs up this whole time. Oh. What a wild game. There goes 5 barracks. Maybe the Castle Age timing will be the GG moment. We'll sold some more food. And we'll just go for one longsword push here through the center, and I think that will end the game. He's not calling it. He wants to continue playing. How are his resources looking? Look at that. 18 food. 200 gold. He's continuing to play this one. Maybe he feels like, okay, I'm controlling enough of the center. And I still have an army. But that army should just get shreked by longswords now. Go, wants to disengage before longswords actually finish. And now he takes the fight. Not the greatest one ever, but his units just should be so much better against field age units here for sure. Scouts in the center, just trying to go for some more raids. Didn't get that many villagers though. Can he snipe at least that one? Looks like it. 73 to 43 idle villagers for both. Quite in high numbers, but that's maybe because they're in the tower as well. Some woodlands here, some eco upgrades for Miguel, and I think he will now push in to potentially finish this game. Rams coming out as well, all makes sense, and well, longsword production continues. Whoa, what an intense game! If only Saymyname had more barracks for production, he could have had a very good shot in this one. Aztecs are pretty strong in this, and yeah. Miguel, without any gold control, could not really have gone for any archers, but in the end, Miguel, well, he went for the 5 stables, did realize, okay, I had the eco to go for the big production, and can now push this through. Saymyname has the GG and tap this one out. Beautiful, beautiful game number 2 here as well. What a lovely series. KD 200 to 132, although both players played mainly feudal age. Simply, if he has 5 barracks, I think he wins the game. So much more gold control for him. Had more stone as well, but yeah, well, double the food eco for Miguel. He went for a lot of scouts there. I'm not sure if you saw it, but he went for a lot of scouts. Let's take a look at the timeline again. It's just pretty brutal here as well. Obviously, Saymyname completely dropping here. But yeah, we had some pretty big fights where both of them had very, very limited amount of army. Hui. Next one will be Cross, Miguel's home map. And he has Hans there against potentially Spanish, I would say, for Saymyname. Now we're gonna choose another map. They cannot read what you say, Tristan. In here. Okay. So when I'm losing with 2 Mesocivs, if it's Saymyname, man. After this, the long day will continue. In 50 minutes, we will have to go against GKT Cloud. Then Jordan against Terror. And after that, we will cast the records, I believe, of Valkor versus Winchester. And for everyone who didn't get the memo, something is coming next weekend for you. Bye-bye! King of the Hippos 7! Happening next weekend. Sign-ups will open tomorrow. I messaged PKZ to give me a front page. Didn't really happen yet. So I'm just waiting for that. Everything else is set up. Can you cast Jordan versus Terrorist Terror point of view log? No, that doesn't really work that well in Age of Empires. The real view log. He pointed out that the max has the military count visible, not the score. Any ideas what the advantages? Looked a bit strange to me. Well, every dot on the minimap is important then, right? Because I think you have less information, but a bit more filtered one. Every enemy dot you see is scary, and all your dots should be at one spot if you want to fight. So you have less idle military as well. King of the Hippo, a lot of people already cheering for that, and will be 1 month after NAC. So everyone who enjoyed that one gets a chance to resub. Any one of you going to TwitchCon? That would be interesting for me as well. Trying to talk to some. Dorageka is going, okay, sweet. What the fuck? Client has been disabled for a minute. Because you violated the flooding. What am I doing? Okay, interesting. What did I flood? What? They are flooding me with messages. Okay, not really sure what happened there. That was weird. That's because I spammed chat. Well, what did I write? I didn't write anything. Interesting. Really interesting. Now we're having the real hidden cup. Yeah, well, I'm back at it, guys. No worries. Weird. Piper's not in this tournament. He is. Those are the 15th till 30th highest ranked players that signed up, and they are trying to qualify to get the 15th and 16th spot. Top 14 already got into it. Speculate started, 2.5 minutes to go for Cross, Miguel's own map. Oh no, we will miss Dark Age, 2 houses and a lumber camp. No, we won't. Yeah, maybe I should advertise a bit more for Woobly. My bad. Not really sure when I should eat. Because in between the Gao and Jordan, there won't be any time. Between Jordan and Melkor, there won't be any time. So maybe I need to eat now. Before the Gao starts. Okay guys, then let's jump into game number 3 here. I predicted the civilizations correctly. It will be game number 3, Saymyname against Miguel. And as you all know, the platform to play competitive Age of Empires on is Woobly, the place to go. You want to play Age of Empires 2, the game of your childhood, go to Woobly. Sign up, go and subscribe. Saymyname, playing the Spanish, kind of what we expected. And Miguel, quite an open map. Playing the Huns, could go for a nice boom in the back. Let's hope they finish the game quick. Yeah, I ordered food, so I should eat quite quickly. Miguel is restarting. Saw the map at the front and saw this is going to be a tough one to defend. Yeah, all that gold and stone very aggressively. Berries as well. What's that Woobly logo about? What Woobly logo? I thought it was that small that it was barely visible. Are you wearing pants? I'm not sure what the intention is with that. Is there a follow-up question to that? What are you getting? Making vegetable stew at the moment. I ordered Indian food. Do you think there's even going to be a good new AoE again? there's ever. Well, I have high hopes for AoE 2DE, and that's what I will focus on first. And then Age of Empires 4 could be an option. We will see. I'm more skeptical of Age of Empires 4, but optimistic for Age of Empires 2D. Yeah. Was there in third match? Yes. Miguel took his one. So to not even answering my question. You just wanted to ask me. Weird. Would there be news Civ in AU2DE? If I knew anything, I obviously would have signed a non-disclosure agreement. So can't answer that. Don't eat rice in the evening. It makes you fat. That's... I want to read that study, please. Makes very little sense of my understanding. And we are jumping into game number 3, guys. This is played on Woobly. Make sure to tell all your friends that Woobly cures cancer and is the place to be to play competitive Age of Empires. Saymyname is playing Spanish. Miguel with the Huns, exactly what we saw before. And this time we have more connections towards the pawns here. Maybe even 2 pawns for both of them. One very close one for Saymyname for sure. Just don't eat carbs before bedtime. Okay, so bedtime and evening are the same things for you. And you know that basically most things consist or have carbs. But well, let's... I think... For me it sounds like you picked up something and now spreading some like 80% information. But well, that's just... like, it's tough to judge. Let's just switch the topic. And talk about Paleo. What do you think about Paleo, guys? No, I'm not eating any carbs. Can that be healthy? Or as little carbs as possible? What do you think about veganism? Not eating anything that's produced by animals. Can that be healthy? What do you think about eating 4 sheep and then eating 1 boar? Can that be healthy? In your best of 7 versus every 10, you said Mayans are the best nomad civ. Please explain why. Why Mayans are better than Chinese, for example. With Mayans, you can build 1 dog, 1 TC, and 1 house, as well as 1 fishing ship to begin with, because you're saving so much wood with the Malian bonus. That's why they have the strongest start together with Persians. Chinese are out there as well, but you have less water control. So Chinese, Persians, and Malians are probably at the top, but Malians are considered to be the strongest at the moment. Simply because their wood bonus makes you get all 4 things at the start. One dog for both players, kind of what we expected. Who has the civ advantage in this one? Probably Spanish are considered to be better if you can wall, which you kind of can, I believe. But Han's eco bonus should be just pretty much out of this world as well. So I'm curious. How good is Jon Snow? Everything on non-Arabia, very bad. Should be a very bad, uninteresting series. Like he is roughly 1900 to 2k, I would say, on Arabia. And lower on, yeah, even water maps. You can see the walls for Saymyname, as he should. He's seriously a arena-only player. He was kind of the inventor of the Monk Rush meta. I should be in the bracket. Well, I was number 34 when it came to ranking. But yeah, probably Terror didn't really deserve it. But, well, what can I say? If you do rating only, it makes sense. I had Eddie for NAC2 qualifier as well. In Cup 3 you will make it. Well, let's see about that. Saymyname, I think he should have warped that a bit earlier. Just think about it. If Miguel played something aggressively, he would be pretty soon here. And Miguel, okay, he realized, okay, that's all walled. Not much I can do. We'll never sneak my dog, so let's better get a second dog up ourselves. I think should have cancelled that fishing ship, and I think he should not go for shorefish here. Double dog, that will be no aggression. So Miguel will play this double dog into no walls into CA, I believe. Huh. He's using a straggler tree. No, look at that. No risky business would say my name. Walled behind that. But nice spot by you. Yeah. Hidden Cup 17 around the corner. I doubt Sun steals the last spot from Nilly. Oh no, feels Nilly, man. The Terror is the only legend player T90 could get for Hidden Cup. Well, Dowd is still in here as well. Right. Saymyname is playing for 15 years as well. And his old nick VNS Yellow. So I've played against VNS Yellow in 2003 or something. Yeah, maybe 2005. But yeah, he has been around for a very long time as well. Longer than Back T, for example. Yeah, I met Taro even on a German LAN event in 2004, I believe. Quite a lot of fishing ships here. Okay, so it will be 1 point against 2 pawns. Miguel could go for a third one. Maybe goes for... I think this is the spot where you don't really need more villagers on wood. Just go on berries now and the second boar and then click up. I think that would be better for him. Easier said than done, though. Quite obviously. And Saymyname, he will be safe and he will get onto Kongs. Let's see about his timing. Even has that much food that he can do double bid X before clicking up to Castle Age. Ah, that kind of legend. Okay, yeah. Well, Fatslop is a legend as well. Like, Fatslop has been playing this since MSN Gaming Zone days as well. And the same style. So, Shine played against Fatslop in 2002 or something as well. So will be Kongs for sure. Miguel is taking that hill advantage. 10 more HP for him. How's the card edge looking? Second archer range. Still no stable. Still no second building. Miguel, that's no hill advantage. Oh, it was. Okay, Blacksmith here. Cast edge timing will be reasonable for Miguel. He will go triple CA to defend this. Still no mill. I think he should even go for the third pawn instead of the second dock here. Would be the better approach, in my opinion. Okay. 71 seconds later, so the castle will come out, and I think Miguel will survive this quite reasonably well. 17 to 9 fishing ships. That pawn is still uncontested. It's a bit weird to me. What do we have here? An outpost, okay. I think Miguel should just scout it at some point as well. Don't tell me to force archery range, but... Okay. So he really wants to get those CA out, apparently. I think he should have gone for a stable and get husbandry and bloodlines instead of a fourth archer range. Oh, sneaky dog by Saymyname. And that's a good one. Oh, sneaky one. And gets war galley upgrade as well. And Miguel, he's just building one galley. Tries to prevent that, but will instantly lose here. Stable out now for Miguel as well. Get bloodlines. Botkin arrow behind that. Bowsaw and the big CA production. Fire galley now. War galley upgrade here as well. Will be interesting. Saymyname, that which I won't do much. Castle is up. And we will have the conch production. Miguel, he will lose that one. Kong's good against CA. It honestly all comes down to the micro. Finally, that villager is going to the top. We'll run into 2 wolves, most likely. Yeah, but the scout is around to help out here. And Kongs are the most cost-efficient unit, but I think it all comes down to who dodges the shots a bit better. And Miguel, not the greatest positioning at the moment, goes for husbandry. I think ballistics could be really good for him as well. Well, he has university. No ECTCs for him, though, I wanted to say. But, well, he goes for one at the front. Saymyname, no upgrades. Goes for one ECTC at the moment. Will control the water eventually. Interesting. Military count 11 to 9. Still not a single farm, not on berries. And just queues up villages to the top there. What can those CA do? Because we don't have ballistics for conquistadors. That makes CA so deadly. Also already having husbandry and bloodlines. He's getting all the upgrades. Miguel just doing pretty well here. Let's take a look what he can do. Can maybe snack some villages at the gold here. Is trying to fight some off against those conquistadors. Will snipe one villager, should snipe a second one. Not really going for it. Where's the dog coming up? Oh. Double wolf there, getting some kills. That's a problem now with the Kongs. Yeah, they can do some damage. Oh, even goes for Mangonel. Questionable against Bloodline, CA. Do we really do enough damage? Oh, that was a good shot. Nice ground attack here as well, and that was pretty solid for Saymyname that he gets full 2 hits off there. That shouldn't really happen. Although, still, CA can do some damage. Let's take a look. Oh, can 2 volley that, and... Ooh, dodged. Did he get a second villager? Where? Ah, over here. Okay, we're breaking through. That's now getting plucked, and... CA continue to advance, can snipe another villager. Now the advantage at 5 goes for some stone. They built one outpost and that's why he couldn't build a 30C. Dodged some shots here and now CA numbers are getting pretty scary. Still not getting that dock up at the moment. Oh, even reclaimed that water here is Mr. Miguel. Can stand on that small hill here. Whoa, nice ground attack. Oh god, those were very healthy CA when they came in. Military count 30-7. And yeah, that's the other advantage for CA. You can just mass them up so much better than Conquistadors with only one castle. That's why you always go double castle. Siege workshop now as well. And we finally have that TC at the front. I think just one villager on stone would have been so much better. But well, maybe he wants to go onto that castle pretty quickly. Wants to start the trap, or eventually knows that he should still have the water control. With 2 pawns against, well, maximum 2 pawns as well. I didn't see gill nets, by the way. Did I miss it? Huh. Dodges that one. Second volley. Can he get the kill? He can. And now gets out of there. That Mangonel waiting for the CA to break through. Population pretty brutal. 107 to 70 here. And well, the power of hunts. I think if you're playing Spanish, you just need to be very safe. Not the greatest TC ever. Could have been a bit closer to the wood line. That Mangonel is dodged as well. Can he get the kill in there? Doesn't look like it. Focus is down, and that was a solid shot. Meanwhile, those CAs should move in. We'll get some kills on the gold. Not enough to one-shot. Well, would be enough, but it was uphill. Snacks 2 villagers. Might snacks 3. Not really. Now can move in here again. This is really tough to play for Saymyname. Military count kind of spiraling out of control. Now another Mangonel, or the first one really. And CAs, they are very low on HP. Maybe Monk could help out. Go for some healing in general. This is the spot where Miguel should be thinking about relics. Quite nice and early. Wheelbarrow timing could be a bit earlier, but we don't have too many farms, so it's not the most important thing. But yeah, earlier wheelbarrow would have been better. Mr. Ordu, why are you not streaming? Kind of weird to read all the insight from you here at the site instead of knowing, oh god, no matter what I say, there's a guy on another channel knowing more about the game than me.
I need a monk.
Okay, turn off. But yeah, monk would have been really nice. Where all the low HP CA not really existing. Oh god, they're moving through here. That could be a nice clear up shot. We'll snag some villagers before that. Nice spread around there as well. Kongs can actually clear this up. And a lucky dodge there by the CA. Forcing a lot of idle time. Girlfriend is visiting and I made her a nice breakfast. My condolences. Produced. See, still doesn't have a waypoint. The siege workshop here. Or does he? No, not really. Bit of mining for Miguel. 15 villages ahead. 7 fishing ships ahead as well. Now finally the monastery should have been a bit more in the center of the map in my opinion. And, well, no bloodlines for Saymyname. Let's take a look. Now with the hill advantage, but against 3 Mangonels, should be a rough one. Mangonel in the back is shooting me. Now here's some fish traps being added as well. And all those conquistadors are going down. CA numbers just too scary here. 32 to 7 military. The castle is coming as well. Imp timing after that. We have 250 food, 200 gold here at the side of Saymyname. This game is over as well. We won't see it before the imp timing, but it's looking pretty damn sexy for Mr. Miguel. We'll snag that one as well. Didn't even lose his own Mangonel. And that was good for him. Saymyname did catch up when it comes to villagers. That's not the most important thing here. CA numbers looking healthy as well. Sniping that, no bloodlines, and siege workshop. Not the best spot. Barracks now. To then get the stable, to then get bloodlines. Miguel still not caring about his spores, still not caring about his berries. Oh, field free food man. Completely ignored. Pro AoE caster with a girlfriend. Well, I haven't seen any pictures, so I wouldn't really believe him. Yeah, everyone believes the Viper hoax, also because he's paying his cousin to be on camera. But well, as long as people buy it and it makes him look better in front of his viewers, he shall do it. Oh, CA, he had the waypoint over here the whole time because he didn't want to run through the castle. And we'll continue this game, although Miguel is imp now. What does Saymyname think he's doing in this one? Interesting. Bracer and chemistry, damage output is now so real. Goes for Patreon tactics, thumbring, all the upgrades except the heavy CA upgrade. Conquistadors now finding a nice way to sneak through here, but honestly the CA I think will be enough to clear it up eventually. Do we have some more CA in production? Not really, because he's getting all the upgrades at the moment. But now the move in here as well. Conquistadors are falling. CAs could actually move just back here and kill all of the eco. TCs will fall. He's even focusing down on the back TC because he thinks maybe that's the one where you try to research imp. But even that wasn't the case. G to the G. And yeah, everyone thinks like, oh no, the series is over. What am I doing with my life now? Well, I have an answer for you. In 18 minutes, the next series is already starting. It will be Dogao against, I have no idea, GKT Cloud. That's coming up next for you. Patreon tactics chemistry would have finished as well. And well, the power of the hunt. The boom behind that was just so smooth. You saw him go up feudal age with all the intentions of aggression, sneak dog. Then we had the wall. Miguel did build the other one and still pretty solid castle age timing there. Pretty sweet stuff. And yeah, this is a spot where you actually spam heresy, 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 heresy. Miguel performing for his new team with the new heresy flag. Only there's 18 minutes to eat. I do. And yeah, we can update all the score stuffy here. So that will be Dogao next against GKT Cloud. Oops. Do we need to call him GKT Cloud? I think so, right? Doesn't really matter. Ah! And he's from, I believe, Taiwan, right? Let me see if I have a good flag for Taiwan here. Russia, Syria, Sweden. Where's T? Taiwan. Hello. There it is. So we will get rid of that as well. So no Arabia, no El Dorado. Oh no, it will be Arabia. And then Miguel Civ will be Cloud Civ. And Saymyname Civ will be Dogao Civs. Pretty sweet, right? Wow, John actually going for a run at Hidden Cup. Well, let's hope so. Okay, so I can do some more question answer with my mouth full. I know that you like that. What am I doing? I think I can't eat too much because I ate heavily, like more than I was hungry before the series, all the series started. The two favorites to qualify for Hidden Cup 2. Dogao. Tricky. Tricky. I think Dogao and Fire, maybe. Yeah. I think so. John Slow's Terror, indeed. Thanks, Baron. What's going on? Okay, yeah, Dogao will be playing. So we cast Jordan, set live. Let me tell them. I think we should do Vince versus Malcor live. Jordan versus Terror will be shorter. My favorites to actually qualify. Well, Jordi. And Malcor potentially. Yeah. Yeah, Winchester vs. Malcor should be the more interesting series. So I think we should do the order switch around. Because Malcor vs. Winchester and Jordan against Terror are happening at the same time. Now we are just discussing with T90 what series we cast live and what series we will cast the Rex off. Okay, so we will switch the order. It will be Dogao versus Cloud. Terror is also known as John the Clown. No. Do you think Jordan wins against Terror? Yeah, should be an easy 3-0. Can Arena be picked as a home map? Nope. Please stay at Jordan? I don't think so. Why stay at Jordan? Terrorists, don't slow the arena guy, yes. How good is Terror now? As I said, on non-arena maps like 1900. Do you think John can ever come back to be a top 5 player? Not really. Did not update the brackets, this guy. Yeah, to be top 4, John needs to quit his job. That's true. Can Terra pick Arena or Hideout as his home map? Arena, apparently not, and I don't think Hideout either. Take a look into the map pool again. Hidden Cup 2. Rules and settings. Rules and settings. Tournament bracket. Tournament maps. See tournament maps. Acropolis, Arabia Bay, Cross, Cup, Eldorado, Gold Rush, Hideout, Mongolia, Rooster, Scandinavia. I think Jordan should just pick Rooster and make it a 13-minute game. No. You guys didn't see the set between Danny and Twig, what casting directs in the future. It's absolutely sick. T90 doesn't know me at all. Will the players have persistent fake names throughout the tournament, or will each game just be like red versus blue? They will have persistent names. In Hidden Cup 1, it was like Hidden Cup Player 1, Hidden Cup Player 5, Hidden Cup Player 12 or something. And this time it will be like Onlu the Wolf, Joan the Ark, William Wallace, or something like that. Yeah, so Hideout can be picked for Terror. Why can't I find your channel under farming and fishing? Because we see some farming and fishing here. Don't you think so? Food cam. What's your view on Cup and Bay maps? I don't know them. Can't really give you my view yet. I think I saw one of the two, but I don't know the name. And that one looked pretty one-dimensional, in my opinion. Might have been Cup. Yeah. Looks like Indian food. It is Indian food. Hobbs. Why do we always play war and never peace? Not enough role models. That's a good one. I'm in the mood to attempt Carbonata again soon. Go for it. How much did you enjoy that enemy archipelago game, nearly? Quite a lot. Yeah. It was just too much to watch. And it was also nice, like disagreeing with Dowd, who is having the advantage. And the push around all the landings, that was really sweet. Yeah. I think I would have loved if like one island was really walled and they just went for water. That would have been the sickest of all combinations, in my opinion. Indian food to spice, I always order very mild. I miss more landings. Yeah, more landings. Kong landing in the back of Lux. That's what I said as well. Togao and Cloud both in the room. Did you had coaching with Tara yesterday? No. We had practice games. Secret against Heresy. Nearly improved his archipelago pronunciation. Well, someone told me nearly how you're pronouncing it is completely dumb. You stupid caster, stupid caster. And then I said, thanks for the helpful feedback. And I ran the file. And then, yeah, I changed my pronunciation. I even met a guy at the Bahamas in January that is watching my stream and is a native English speaker from the UK, and even complimented me on that one. So that felt really success. Did you manage to grab a map against Secret in practice? I can't say that. Next Terra coaching will be on Friday. You know what Friday is? The day before King of the Hippo 7. And also Friday morning we will start with Secret against VNA in ECL. Hello. All names taken. Apparently not every name was taken. Could you put the Nilly coach teacher into the mode rotation? I could. I still have like 2-3 more spots. Trucks. Cheers for the prime. King of the Hippo 7. I will add a command for that once we have the official announcement. I am native Klingon speaker and I approve your pronunciation. Sweet. Which players are in King of the Hippo 7? It's open sign up. It will be roughly 60 different players. It is basically 8 qualifiers, all FFA, and the winners will move into another deciding FFA where the winner gets $200 or more. 60. So it's like 8 qualifiers with roughly 6 to 8 players. What's the prize pool? $200 plus. There will be a very new streaming policy, hopefully resulting into a bigger prize pool. It will be open streaming, but all streamers will have to pay 50% of their donations and bits into the prize pool. Capped at $100 though. All streamers have been informed about that. And yeah, kind of agreed with that. Okay, so Dogao's home map will be Cross. Might change that if he loses game 1, that will be game number 2. Will next weekend be qualifiers for King of the Hippo? Saturday 5 qualifiers, Sunday 3 qualifiers, and the finals. And Cloud picks Rooster. Interesting. I think picking Rooster against Dogao is really bad. I'm really confused by Cloud's choice there. Tanks won the last one? I think so, yes. Rooster versus Dogao, I don't see that as a good one. FFA, indeed. It will be the monument in the center. What's your favorite country to travel to? Well, if a grill asks, I will always say, or if I need to brag, I will always say like North Korea. I've been there. But it's not, actually not the favorite country I ever traveled to. Like my favorite city in the world is Barcelona. So I might just go with Spain. Rooster spelling on the overlay. Oh, Rossa. Rosta! Thanks for the info. I'm looking forward to that. What? Ah, yeah. Yeah. What is the name of the tournament where the guy with the least points loses the game? Elimination of the Hippo. Oh, you don't know my Paris story. Amazing night then. Ever been to Norway? God, no. Oh, God. Far behind. Saves here. So, Cloud is going for Huns. And Slavs. Dogao is going for Chinese. What's wrong about North Korea? Nothing. North Korea, best Korea. Paris story? Just Google story times at my YouTube. You will find time for it and it's really worth it. It's probably one of my top 3 stories of my life. Who's gonna win this? Dogao. 3-0. So long since we last had story time. True. The problem is if I'm sitting 11 hours per day in front of the PC, 4 hours watching series and sleeping 9 hours, there's not much to experience in my life, right? Sorry. Let me think about it. What was the best thing that happened in the last future? Well, poker-wise, a lot happened obviously in Bahamas. The last future. Pretty weird, yeah. Cloud picks Italy, he says. Let's put Italians. And I say 2, well, That's kind of something I can tell to everyone who isn't into the Age of Empires scene, right? Pause of watching series. What series? At the moment I'm watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. NSC2 stories. Oh! What happened at NSC2 stays at NSC2. How are King of the Hippo settings? Basically 8 qualifiers with a monument in the center where we're fighting for. And the winner of those qualifiers are going into finals Sunday evening. And we'll also play an FFA, and the winner of that gets $200 or more. Is there any high-profile poker player who's fan of AoE2? Actually, I played Age of Empires 2 with Feder Holtz together even. If you know him. How do you subscribe on a mobile unit like iPad? I don't know. Who was the most lightweight this meetup? Last time was Eddie. I don't know. So we have Malay. Indians. Is the default Arabian map or special tournament edition? Special tournament edition. I think more easily wallable and no sheep under the TC. Stout still co-casting? No. That was earlier. Edit comment, co-caster, no one. How Stout in poker? For poker professional, really bad. But obviously way better than the average player. There's the regicide possibility on Arabia, right? Not really, no. And Malians. Did I miss a civilization of Togao? Indians, Japanese, Franks, Chinese. Oh, Mongols. Thought he banned Mongols. Ah, Aztecs and Mongols were globally banned. Okay. The Mice Red, hello. Did you know there's a similarly sized Twitch community of Heroes of Might and Magic? I actually watched it for like 50 minutes. That's a game I played a lot in my childhood. Like when I was playing too many computer games, my parents forbid me to play, and I wasn't allowed to play from Monday to Friday at my home. It's only Saturday and Sunday. Natural thing for a teen. I went to a friend and played computer games there, and his favorite game was Heroes of Might and Magic. So every Friday we met up and played 8-9 hours of Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Yeah, that was really lovely. And drank a lot of like this tea that you do yourself with the like small sugar stuff. And yeah, we drank like 20 liters of that pure sugar water. And yeah, but it was really bad. Krümeltee, indeed, yeah. That tea is the best. Yeah, Flo, I agree. Good times, remember drinking instant iced tea and playing Xbox Halo with a friend. Yeah, check out HD mod for Here's a Might and Magic 3, guys. What? Okay, guys, they might start this game any second now. And Speculate didn't even start yet, but I will give you the hype song. We'll take a quick bathroom break and we will start this series in probably, I'd say, 3 minutos. At least that's my prediction. We will see each other then. Enjoy the very special thing. What a beautiful timing, guys. Hype song ends. Speculated 10 seconds. I'm arriving. I'm the master of timings. I didn't even know that I'm so good with that. Oh, that wasn't a lot of hype song spams. You won't get another hype song for the next series. That wasn't nice. That wasn't nice. No. Didn't like that. Didn't like blue and teal either. That's why I put friend foe colors on. And we can jump on to game number 1. What's up, Hippo lovers? Cloud against Dogao here in the quarterfinals? No, round of 16 of the qualifier. But we don't have a finals, so maybe kind of quarterfinals regardless. Best of 5 on our way. We picked the civilizations, as you can see. Dogao should be the big favorite. Weird pick by Cloud to go for a rooster here. We have cross Dogao's home map. Game number 2 and 3 might be switched depending on who wins game number 1. We are looking into Arabia. Cloud in the blue trunks with a very wallable map here. If we look at the front, he's playing the Slav. On the other side, Dogao with the Chinese. He has a pretty unwallable map. And, could have made an argument for restarting that one. That is a tricky one. Best lifetime story I heard, so I assume you're not gay. What? Did you just watch my Paris trip report? And yeah, great assumption after the video. Yeah. Well, we had some good story times for sure. Ah, the Paris story. Feels nearly man. What other stories did we have? We had the one where I nearly died story. But that was... I started that one like 2 minutes before my 44-hour stream ended, I believe. And people didn't care at all. They just wanted to spam 44 hours! So, that wasn't nice. And then there was the stolen car story in Malta. That was a good one as well. Dogao going for weird walls in the back here. Trying to go for some harassment. You nearly died? Nearly. I nearly died. Really? What's really? Yeah. I think I've very few times been in real danger in my life. For my life. But that one time I was. Don't know the car story? It's one of the probably best plot. Oh, well, the Paris one was a nice plot twist as well. But the Malta one, you have no idea that the plot twist is coming. 3 on wood here by Mr. Dogao. Not the greatest villager here. Trying to get some more vision. Let's see how they're playing this out. Still a very unwallable map for Dogao. I'm curious how he wants to play this out. Where's the second lumber camp? Probably down here. And just go scouts? Neither will you cast Jordan later. Well, if we take a look at the schedule of the day, you will know that probably we will cast Melkor against Winchester Live and Jordan against Terror after that. It's both scheduled for 19 GMT. We will decide that after the series. But I think that makes more sense because Jordan against Terror, I think, will be a very uninteresting and short series. Nearly probably took a bit too much money from dangerous people in a poker game. Perhaps. Cloud -3 sheep. Looks like it. 2 stolen, 1 killed. And only 1 under the TC now. Already pushed some deer. Looks like 2 on gold. Cloud is playing man-at-arms here. Interesting. And build order mistake. Not 5th villager on wood. Unless that one goes over here now. 2 on gold. That's okay. Oh no, they built a house. He will not have enough wood. No second lumber camp either. Hera disapproves. This is not how you play it, Mr. Cloud. Weak build order. But it's Jordan. Well, doesn't matter. Still, like, people will get crazy for Jordan, but honestly, on paper, it's the most boring series of them all in the round of 16. Oh god. I would be so ashamed to have such a build order. 6 on wood now! Only 1 lumber camp, 3 farms. Well, he's slabs, so maybe he's actually adjusting. And that makes more sense than the build order I normally do. The guy with horrible walls here as well. Not that he could do better ones. Simply how his map is shaped. I think this should have just been a restart, honestly. Jordan versus Terror, best meme potential. Yeah, that will be good clickbait 4090 for sure. But you know, guys, I'm not a clickbaiter. Because of John Slow or because of Jordan? Because of the matchup. That's still open in the back as well. So because of both of them. Using main gold for wall. Yeah, that would be... No, I want to say it would be Doubt, but no. Doubt would just have the stable here instead of the walls. He wouldn't build the stable here. I can give you so many intel stuff that how you can predict for the hidden cup. Obviously